This past weekend, MSP put on 7 tournaments stretching from KC to OKC. We have stories and recap from all of those, and with baseball action from KCSportsJustBats.com, June Jam. Welcome to USSSA Midwest News. I'm Michelle Roberts.
And I'm Chucky Kemp. Later in the show, the Academy Spotlight is back and find out which play was voted as the top in May. But first, let's begin all the fun with the second wave of the Hawaiian Hit Fest.
It breaks up the momentum of having fun versus just sport, playing to win. You get to have fun and win at the same time.
Over 150 teams traveled to Kansas City.
We jumped on the surfboard all the way from Colorado to come to the Hawaiian Hit Fest here in Kansas City. It's fantastic. I mean, the people love it. It's just great opportunity to come out and do a little mahalo and have a great time here.
Dugout decorating, spirit, social media, and dance contests brought the teams together on and off the diamond.
There's so many different aspects to the Hit Fest that you get to play in, and dance themes and everything. It's just fun for the girls and the families as a whole.
Getting to dress up the dugout and stuff, getting to make all this stuff is a blast, and it's a team bonding when we get to do the dance, and it's fun trying to learn the dance because a lot of us struggle, and it's really fun to play the girls because we get to see how good we are in the good competition we get to play. I've been looking forward to this since last summer. I didn't get to come last year, but I really wanted to because it's fun. You get to be with your girls for a whole weekend. It's fun to hang out and play ball.
The girls have really enjoyed the activities thus far. They're getting into the spirit of things. They're ready to do some dancing. They're ready to do some having fun. They're ready to hit some balls and win some games this weekend.
Speaking of winning some games, how about some championships from the Hawaiian Hit Fest? The SWAT are showing off their Tiki Mask trophies after defeating Rebels 9-0 in the 10 Open Final. In the 12B title game, Topeka Lightning taking on Firestorm, who rips one pass short and all the way to the fence. 1 run scores, but the Lightning takes the game 11-4. A lot of teams in competition in the 12B made for a second championship game. The MSC Creamators from Des Moines, Iowa blanked the PC Raiders 11-0 and collected 12B Maui bracket awards. In 14A, the KC Elite Gateras facing Fire and Ice Intensity, and it was all elite in this one. They nailed this pitch back up the middle for an RBI single and go on to win it 6-0 for their first USSSA championship of the 2016 season. In 14B, Category 5's bats and defense helps them prevail over KC Softball Academy with a dominant 8-1 performance. In 16B, NCK Nitro and Bandits meeting in the final. Here the Bandits knock one past the diving second baseman and get one on, but Nitro's defense holds strong and scores 6 unanswered runs for a great ending to their Hawaiian Hit Fest weekend. Now down in 12A, Haley Herman on the mound for the KC Skinners, and she fans the Pumas batter. 1 out and no one on in the 6th, but that would change quickly. Pumas starting to glow as it gets dark. They bounce it sharply up the middle past the reach of the shortstop, and Pumas are in there for the single. Later on, the Skinners looking for their final out, and they get it. A pop-up to left center, and the fielder secures it 6-3 for the win.
We did well with fielding on some parts, and then in other parts we had some mistakes, but we came back and we can fix them, and we did really good on offense Saturday. This is actually really good for our team because we've had some ups and downs throughout our last couple tournaments, so this is like a big jump for us.
Moving on to the 14B final, the SM Rebellion fires right back to center, scoring 1 run, and will they get another? Throw-in tag from the Blues is not in time. The runners who scored looking for a celebration from the Rebel on second. And yup, there's the dab. Rebellion now on the defensive side, and Blues answer back. Finding the gap in right center, no play at the plate, the Blues tack on 2 runs of their own, and 33 slides into third. Next half inning, the battle of the bats continues. The Rebellion find a similar spot on the grass, and it's tied up 7-7 late in the ballgame, until the Rebellion break free, scoring 6 unanswered runs and taking the ballgame 13-7. On to the rest of the Hawaiian Hit Fest championship scores. Competitive Edge took the top spot in 14B. Burlington Bombers topped Outlaws in 16B. And in 8A, Team Power blanked KC Monarchs. MSP also held the OKC Challenge, which was in conjunction with the Women's College World Series. To name a few good ones, the Louisiana Titans bested Athletics Maine 7-6 in 12A. 3 close games in the 2 14B brackets and 14A with the Waverly Heat White, Colorado Classics, and the Athletics earning first. We'll be right back with coverage from MSP's Cowtown Showdown and highlights from KC Sports' JustBats.com June Jam. Stay with us. Take a break from routine and gather where sophistication meets fun. Pinstripes offers a premier bowling, bocce, and bistro experience. Indulge in chef-made from scratch Italian-American cuisine with locally sourced ingredients in every dish. Celebrate with thoughtfully selected wine, rotating craft beers, and handcrafted cocktails. Gather in the spacious events venue and the plush seating for professional game-side food and beverage service. Pinstripes, connect, play, and change your frame of mind.
Welcome back. We wrap up the fast pitch action this weekend with the Cowtown Showdown, another Midwest Sports Productions tournament that packs the fun on and off the diamond, something that teams look forward to each season.
I think the kids get into it and they have fun playing the game, but they also have fun, after the game and getting ready for the game and decorating the dugouts.
The Cowtown Showdown is yet another special tournament that Midwest Sports Productions puts on that allows teams to have fun in multiple ways, something that many parents and coaches really appreciate.
It's the first one that we've done other than the Halloween one that had a theme, so we really like the theme ones.
To watch our girls. That's why we're here.
Girls grow and into beautiful players. I mean, I think it's a great thing and it's wonderful.
The Cowtown Showdown featured a dugout decorating contest for teams during their first pool play on Saturday. Some teams went all out.
It was just a good brainstorming effort over a week's time, and we did a lot of FaceTiming and worked everything out, and it's just nice creative arts and crafts, really.
It's for the girls.
We had some parents step up and bring some stuff from home, and we're from a little small town, so it was definitely something everybody had laying around.
While the parents and coaches are organizing the decorating and doing the majority of the work, players have fun with the event and seeing the new look dugouts. What about the decorations? Do you like them?
Yeah.
What do you like most about them?
That I'm a cow on it.
What are you on it?
I'm a chicken.
From farm animals and fast pitch to baseball, KC Sports continued their stretch of big tournaments this weekend with the JustBats.com June Jam. The theme for this weekend must have been hot weather and bats because we've got some offense in these highlights. We'll start in 12AA where the Falcons were taking on advanced baseball. It's already 5-zip Falcons, and they were keeping it that way because the man on the mound was good. Gets the strikeout looking here, and they come back to the plate where they were having some success. And guess who? He can pitch and he can hit. Shoots one down the left field line for an RBI double. That makes this contest 6-0. They weren't quite done there either. They followed that up with a single to center and eventually scored 2 more runs in the inning. That ends this one early. 8-0, the Falcons take down Advanced Baseball Academy. Don't worry though, more from Advanced Baseball later in the highlights. At the 13 AAA level, a couple KC teams going at it, the Dirt Devils and the Classics. Dirt Devils bat first, so they score first. Already up 1-0, bases loaded. The hard grounder works perfectly. They get the force at home, but the throw to first gets into right field. Run comes in. It's 2-0 in favor of the Dirt Devils. Classics keep it there with 2 straight strikeouts to end the frame. So we go to the bottom half. Classics turn on offense. High fly ball to shallow right field. Nobody home. It takes a Classic hop. They cut the lead in half. 2-1 now. Back at the plate in the second inning. Bases loaded, and they're going to draw a walk right here, and this ties the game. The Dirt Devils also limit the damage with a strikeout next. In the end, though, it's the Classics taking a nail-biter 11-10 and winning the 13 AAA championship. Up in 14 AAA, we'll start with the final game on the consolation side of the bracket. The Diamond Club Sun Devils and the Spring Hill Broncos. Sun Devils jumped out early in a big way. Base hit sneaks past the second baseman's glove. 1 run comes in to score, and that makes it 4-1. Later in the frame, it's second and third, 2 outs. Looked like the Broncos will get out of this inning with the pop-up. The ball's well placed. It falls in the grass. Looks like a line shot in the scorebook and a couple RBIs to go with it. It's 6-1 right now. Remember that. Now let's take a look at this Broncos comeback effort. They get on the board in a similar way as the Sun Devils, to say the least. Grounder gets by the second baseman, and how about this situation? First and second, 2 outs. Sound familiar? High pop up into the grass, and it falls. 1 run scores. They wouldn't get much more going in that inning, but they would in the game. The Broncos come back to win it 14-13 in another thriller. Staying in 14 AAA, KC Swing trying to cool off Advanced Baseball, but the Bats Just wouldn't be denied. 3-0, top of the third, 2 on. Not for long. Rope down the left field line. That'll be extra bases plus a pair of runs score. It's 5-0. They were only about halfway there. KC Swing gonna have to get something going quick. Tommy Dunn won't allow it. They'll get nothing and like it, says Mr. Dunn. K's the man here, and then the defense helping him out. Diving stop at third. Fires to first in plenty of time. That's going to show up on the Play of the Month nominees at the end of June. They're fired up, and what a better way to celebrate than some more runs on the board. How about a 2-hopper to the fence? This puts a man on second. He and another would later come around to score to make it 10-zip. That's where this one would end, 10-0 in favor of Advanced Baseball Academy. We caught up with a couple of their key pieces after the game to talk about that unique, varied delivery and the hot bats and the good weekend.
Well, I didn't start the season with it, but it changes the timing and of the hitters. Hitters are not ready for it, so it just works.
Yeah, Tommy Dunn does a great job. I mean, and he picked that up in the last couple tournaments to get the batters off his balance. He does a really good job of it. He's consistent really with every pitch, which makes him able to throw that way with a quick pitch or a really slow pitch. He's one of our best starters in that standpoint, so I'm real proud of what he did today for sure.
Great, especially when our pitching's on. We struggled last couple weeks with our pitching. Our pitching's been on this weekend. It was good. It was a good weekend.
The boys have practiced really, really hard, for the entire season, and we just kind of build on every game and every tournament. And we expect that from them. We expect the boys to get dirty, and we expect them to make aggressive play. JD did a great job to play base on that play. It was awesome.
More scores in 14 Major. The St. Joe Blast took down the BC KC Rollins Prospects 6-3. In 10 AA, the Topeka Bobcats edged the Andrew County Kings 5-4. And in 8 AA machine pitch, it's the KC Kings taking the top spot with a 10-7 win over the Lee Summit Naturals. Still more to come in this week's show, including our Play of the Month countdown. You do not want to miss it. We'll be right back.
The NAI Showcase is a new initiative that the NAI National Office started, and it provides an opportunity to connect high school student athletes and junior college student athletes with NAI coaches.
It is just a great chance to be seen by a lot of coaches in a short amount of time.
The one-on-one interaction is tremendous, and the ability to talk with student athletes.
Welcome back. Our Academy Spotlight makes a return this week. We're here with Kevin Sprague of Strike Zone Baseball Academy. Kevin, we'll get right into it. How did this all start up for you?
Well, gosh, 5 years ago, I was working as a mortgage broker and decided that wasn't the future that I wanted to have. I got back into doing some one-on-one training with kids, which I had done in previous years and really enjoyed. And it really took off very quickly, and got the opportunity to open a facility in Western Shawnee. And then from there, it just kind of grew. I've always enjoyed working and teaching and trying to help train and develop and spend a lot of time, helping people learn the game and improve their skills.
So I'm sure you've played a lot of baseball in your time. I know you have and have your own successes. But when you were with these kids and working with them, how much fun is it to see their success and the development they have?
Honestly, it's so much more. When I played, I was like, intense and stressed and worked. And I mean, it was a fun stress because I love the competitiveness of it. But to just see the joy of the game, like when I was a child again, and being able to help a kid work on something and then see it go out in a game and be able to transition, and just the excitement that comes from them, and then a whole team put it together. And some of our greatest stories are teams that we brought in that had struggled previously to becoming part of Strike Zone, and then they get a part of the program and they learn and just develop skills, and then they go out and start having some success. And just seeing the kids, the joy and the self-confidence that it brings in them from being able to accomplish things that they didn't know they could accomplish, and teach them to stretch and grow. It's just so much more rewarding and fun to watch it happen and to be a part of helping it happen than to just do it myself,
What sets you guys apart, or what is something that you say every year, we want to do this is how we want to do this?
That's a really good question. There's a lot of facets to different club baseballs and different academies out there, and I think our approach, one, we have a phenomenal staff. You know, the coaches that are part of Strike Zone, the trainers that are there, the parents that are involved, and we really try to focus on developing the person a lot and just teaching them how to set goals and overcome challenges and push themselves. And we really try to believe strongly in an encouraging sort of coaching and versus hollering at the kids and getting on them a little too much. Now that I'd say that, there's times you have to get on the kids just to focus and stuff like that, but we really try to be energetic and encouraging to the kids and uplifting them to bring the best out of them. So I'd say those are some of the things that we try to strive for in coaching at Strike Zone.
We've seen some Strike Zone teams on the show this year. We appreciate you coming in. Kevin Sprague from Strike Zone Baseball Academy. We'll be right back. With more than 20 years of experience putting on high-level events, there's no better choice for your team than KC Sports Tournaments. Get the best experience and exposure this summer by choosing USSSA and playing KC Sports Tournaments all season long. Don't miss out on a chance to compete against the best while getting an outstanding tournament experience. We've got events happening right now and throughout the year, including our Memorial Day Dual Super NIT, which is broadcast live on MLB.com each year. At KC Sports, we pride ourselves on making your tournament experience something you'll never forget. Visit kcsports.org for more information.
You voted all week, and now it's time to reveal the May Play of the Month countdown. Starting with number 5 from the 12A Hawaiian Hit Fest Championship, the Hawks left fielder snags it just before it hits the grass, making a big catch early in the game. Number 4 is a fast pitch 2-for-1. Team Nebraska shortstop with great reaction. Then with the go-ahead run on third late in the game, the center fielder runs in for the grab. They win 3-2 in 9 innings. Number 3 is the Young Guns up in Iowa, the Mustangs making a diving catch on the infield. Can you believe that's 8 coach pitch level? Number 2 was caught on MLB.com. Christian Little hits a 2-run home run, then another dinger with the game tied up. His team wins the 13 major KC Sports Memorial Day, 14-11. On to number 1 with the most Twitter votes. Knew this one would be hard to beat. Another play from KC Sports Memorial. This time up in 14 AAA, center fielder for the Missouri Bandits comes out of nowhere and makes the catch look easy, earning May's top play of the month. This upcoming weekend is the last one before state championships start, and MSP has 7 tournaments, including the baseball Cowtown Showdown and the Fast Pitch Hawaiian Hit Fest in Wichita.
In KC Sports action, the Midwest Global State is up for grabs. Thanks for joining us for USSSA Midwest Network News. We'll see you back here next week.